Alright, so it's been a while since I've posted any videos. I actually took down a bunch of videos, some of my really old videos and some of my, sad to say, very bad videos. I'm gonna start this channel again. It's gonna be now a mix. So I've seen a lot of channels that are just, airsoft, and there's lots of channels that are hobby grade RC. So now I'm gonna get back into doing videos again. So it's gonna be pretty much a mixed channel. It's gonna be part RC channel, part airsoft channel. So yeah, just to get off, right now this is not going to be like a full depth video into reviews. Right now it's just going to be pretty much just going over what I have right now. So as you can see behind me, I've got all my gear, pretty much most of it. I'm just going to tell you what I have right now. I'll just go off by the newest, which would be the new Elite Force licensed Glock. There's already going to be tons of videos about this already. As you know, a lot of the Glock airsoft guns that we've had before weren't licensed by Glock, so they're really hard to get in the United States because a lot of stores wouldn't or couldn't sell them because of copyright issues. So finally, earlier this year, I believe around April, US finally got their stock of Elite Force Glock pistols. So right now they have the Glock 17 Gen 4, and then they also have the Glock 19 Gen 3. I used to have a WE G18C. It was a great gun, but it not being licensed, didn't have all the full trademarks. I had some sort of trademarks on the slide and everything, but it wasn't to this detail. Like I said again, I won't go into too full of a review of each weapon. I also have the Cam 870 by APS. This is right now it is the Mach 2 configuration. The Mach 1, which was the original version, got discontinued because obviously people found out that you can convert it into a real shotgun. So that's obviously not good, especially to the US laws, and I'm not going to get into that. But right now it's just the Mach 2 configuration. I don't really shoot it much because it sucks. The power sucks. Overall, it's just the Mach 2 system. Well, technically just the Mach 2 bolt, since it's the same weapon except the bolt is different. Just isn't the same. It just doesn't put out as much power. Right now I do have the Mach 1 smart shells. I can't obviously shoot them because I don't have the Mach 1 bolt, but that's just what I have. So there's that. Then I have my GMP WOC or WOC M4. This was the challenge kit. So with a lot of gas blowback rifles, they tend to be pretty expensive because unlike AEGs, they're a little more complex internally. They're a little more fine-tuned. So they're definitely on the higher price range. I tend to stick to all gas, realistic action weapon platforms just for realism. I know it's more expensive. Magazines, instead of being like $10, each magazine for this gun is about $50. So definitely sucks. And unlike electric airsoft guns, you don't have like a 300 round M4 magazine. You're stuck with pretty much 30 to maybe 40 round magazines, depending on what gun you have. But I prefer the realism and the operation of these weapons, even playing on the field. So this was challenge kit, so it came fully disassembled. To every pin, the whole trigger assembly was disassembled. Pretty much the only thing that I remember being assembled on this gun was the D-ring right here, the handguard retention spring-loaded ring right here. I think that was the only thing that actually was assembled. Everything else was not. But with the challenge kit, it drastically just decreases the price since it's not assembled. This was $159. I believe it still is on Evike. This is just the standard AR-15 if you're looking on Evike. The other kits, which have different prints and logos on the magwell, those are, I think, a little more expensive. This is the cheapest, pretty much the cheapest gas blowback rifle you could probably get. I mean, it is disassembled. It doesn't come with a magazine. It comes with a flip-up rear iron sight and just the plastic hand guard in the front. The rails are upgraded, obviously, but it's pretty much just your basic M4 disassembled. Let's see what else. I have WE M9A1. Pretty much this has been out for years. One of my first airsoft guns was a WE M9A1. Yeah, actually it was the first ever. So when I bought another one, this one, I sort of bought it out of nostalgia. I was like, oh, I remember this, I loved it. I don't know, maybe if it's just this gun or whatever, but it just doesn't seem to shoot how I remember. I mean, it works, functions fine, everything works. I just, after having others pistols and CO2, this, I don't know. So I'm actually trying to sell this so I can get more mags for my M4 since mags are expensive. But yeah, I'm actually selling this with 2 standard WE M9 mags on eBay for about $100. So yeah, if you're interested, it's pretty much been barely used. I barely use it at all. It has just some, surface wear, and other than that, nothing serious. Still works fine. Magazines are not, they don't leak. But that's one pistol, or 2 technically. And then my last airsoft gun is, I don't want to say heavily modified, but it definitely is modified a lot. Elite Force, or Cybergun, I think it's a Cybergun KWC 1911. It's the Colt Railgun Edition, the stainless. It came with fake wood grips. I've upgraded them to real wood. I put my own RMR on here. That took some time to try to make it fit since there's no real drop in. It has a black outer barrel. Forgot where I got this from, but yeah. So that is my Colt 1911. This is a beast. I have the red dot sighted in. It's pretty much a tack hitter. Where the red dot is, BB lands. Great accuracy, great power. It's my go-to sidearm, which might be replaced by this. But yeah, so far that is what's happening with my channel. In another video I'll probably go over some of the RC stuff I have. I only really have one RC truck because they're expensive, but I've modified the hell out of it. So I'll probably go over everything and do reviews on that and post up videos of it. Paint job is peeling off badly. But yeah, So that is going to be my channel, sort of revamping it and just doing some overhaul to the channel. So I'll start posting lots of videos up soon, hopefully. Have a good day.